Happy New Year, everyone. I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about the mantras post that I did yesterday in relation to setting an intention for this year as opposed to sort of like a resolution or a goal so much, so you have something to come back to. And I thought it might be useful if I spoke about what I was setting so that there could be some understanding and context, and it might help things flow a bit easier for you. So my two words this year are trust and empowerment. And I've decided to run with those ones after doing a bit of a reflection on my 2021 and really seeing what was holding me up and getting in my way and holding me back, and also who I wanted to step into and become. And it's become really apparent to me that there is this sense of hiding that I'm doing, which can no longer happen. Hence, we are being an empowered person moving forward into 2022. But also this sense of trust. I became very, very, very distrustful in a lot of things last year. And me deciding to trust this year doesn't mean that suddenly that distrust has gone. But in actively labeling what I really want my intention to be this year means every time that distrust or that fearfulness is triggered, I can bring that word in, I can bring that energy in, and I can be like, okay, how can we calm ourselves? How can we learn to trust within this situation? So what I would also suggest, once you've got your words, is I've got some past videos on the EFT sequence. Tap with those words using the EFT sequence. So literally on this point, I would say have a longer affirmation such as my chosen energy for 2022 is going to be trust and empowerment. Say that 3 times and replace it obviously with your words, and then just use your words as the reminder phrase as you go through the sequence at all of the different points, which I'm just tapping through here. And then if you want, you can go onto the fingers, but sometimes it's easier not just to stop. And do that. Try and do that daily, especially if you're also doing Dry January. I'm going to do some more posts talking about alcoholism, how we use it as a survival technique, substance abuse somewhat, how it links into different chakras, depending on the substance that you're using, and how we often use substances as a way to manage emotions, release feelings, or numb them. Even if we don't know that that's what we're doing on a subconscious level, if we can actually sort of sit and start pulling things apart, we can actually see the mechanisms that we're using to try and keep ourselves safe and kind of contained. And I know from my past experience, so I haven't drunk now for 2.5 years. No, it'll be 3 years in March. And it's literally like the second best thing I've ever done. The first being taking ayahuasca. But I want to talk more about that separately because I think that will be really, really useful to unpack more. So I'm probably going to do some lives around that potentially. So do stay tuned. Have a wonderful, what day is it today? Sunday, 2nd of January. Stick with this year. I'm taking this information from a guy called Lee Harris, but this year is classed as one of the quantum leap years. So if you can really work on setting things free that have been holding you back and really embracing working with light in the sense of like energetically, then this year can be a real quantum leap year for not just you as an individual, but for the collective.